Right everyone, welcome back to the channel. Doing a little bit of scrapping today, stripping down on some of these old garden tools here. It's a bit chilly out here and windy, so you might get a bit of wind noise, and I've got the heater on out here, so it's a bit chilly. So let's take this apart and see what's inside it. Right, before we start on all this lot, we've got a few little things to show you today. Also got another sticker for the channel, Butler's Empire. If you ain't got it, go and follow it, but I presume you've all got Butler's Empire because most of you have come from there, my dad's channels. So there we go, we're going to stick that on the board now. So we're going to stick that there under the DPN channel. Get rid of that for now, put that down there. I keep saying we are going to have to get a bigger board, I reckon. This is just getting full up too quickly. But yeah, so I'll put a link in the description below for the Butler's Empire channel. We also had a bit of mail come in from the wish lists, so I'm going to show you that, what we got coming there. We got a couple of these magnetic trays here, which come in ideal for when you're stripping stuff down or repairing things, just so you don't lose your nuts and bolts. And they've come from Mick Mowers, so really appreciate that, Mick. They're going to come in well handy, mate. Thanks very much for that. So, and if you haven't got Mick's Mowers, go ahead and give him a check and a sub if you ain't got him, I say. So yeah, really appreciate that, Mick. Thank you very much. We've got some other stuff in here. We've got some snippers which are going to come in handy for this video today, and that's from AD Rob, I believe it was. So if you're watching AD, thanks a lot for them, mate. They're going to come in handy, as you'll see today. Thank you. And also my wife Stacey, she had a little cheeky look on the wish list, and she's bought me, actually no, these weren't even on the wish list. I think she spoke to my dad about what she could get me, and he gave her a couple of ideas, and what we got there was, she's got me a couple of spark plug testers, so that's going to come in well handy for the mowers and stuff. So we'll put them there, and you'd have all seen this on my dad's channel because he has one. It's the compression tester, so as well as the spark plug testers, compression tester. And they come in handy for them mowers to check the compression on them, as well as strimmers and leaf blowers, whatever we get in, even on the cars. So yeah, another two nice presents there. So I'm gonna put them in there for a minute, keep them together. We're gonna put one of them trays back for a minute. I'll leave the other tray out because we'll use that now with them snippers. But I might need some snippers to undo them snippers because they're cable tied on. So yeah, thanks very much AD, I forgot the name now, AD Rob, did I say? AD anyway. Thanks very much AD. Thanks very much Mick for them. And thanks very much, they're going to come in well handy, appreciate that. If anyone else wants to check out the wish list, it's in the link in the description down below. So let's take a look and see what we got here then, eh? Right, so I've got this, it's a flymo multi-trim 200 tool strimmer. This was coming in as scrap. Apparently it runs, but there's meant to be a safety switch on it somewhere. And the safety switch don't work apparently, so it just goes when you plug it in and you pull the trigger. So, but you can pick these up brand new for 25 quid, so it's not even worth me mucking about with this. So we're going to strip it down. It's got a good length of cord on that. I don't think there'll be too much else in it. There'll obviously be a little motor in there, so we'll get that out. We're just going to stick that to one side for a minute because we're going to have a look at this leaf blower. So that can stay there. And I've got this leaf blower in as well. This lady plugged it in, it wasn't firing up. It could be something simple, it could just be a fuse in the plug. The motor could have burnt out, it could be anything. So as I say again, it's not worth messing about with these. We'll just strip it down. You can pick these up on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, 15 quid, rudders. So for the sake of it, I'm not going to stick my time in it to get it running just to earn 15 quid. I'd rather strip it down, let you all have a look and see what's inside it, and we'll get a bit more scrap out of it. Another good long length on that lead there. There'll be another motor in there. So let's take it apart. Right then, so first of all, we're going to take this bag off of it. However that comes off. They're just so big and bulky, these things. Let's put that over here for a minute. Get them out. Oh, that's handy. Lovely jubbly. Put that there for a minute. There we go, that's off now. That clips off there. And it's not worth saving, this bag. It's got holes in it. Looks like the mice have been at it. So that's a Challenger, by the way, it says on there. So yeah, Challenge Garden Blower Vac. So we're going to start stripping this now, and it is Phillips. So we're going to get the ugly wall out on the go. That fits nicely. And get that in. Right, I'm just going to whiz all these screws out, and I'll put you on time lapse for that, because it could take a few minutes. Well, I think that's all the screws out. There's this little triangle clip here, and it's actually seized up that, so can't just unwind it. So I'm just going to give it a quick squirt, and then I have to get a set of pliers on it. There we go, that's cracked it. Just got it. Right, so we pull that out. And I'll say I'm not sure if there was a screw in there or not. I think there is, but I think that one's all chewed up. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully we can move this black tube up. Oh, that's it, look. Oh, so it's dropped out of the shed. But that is all plastic, that. So we'll get rid of that over here. Then we'll bring you in to take a look at what we've got in here. Right then, so you see we've got a nice motor there. It is free, so it obviously weren't seized, but we're not bothered about that. So we're just going to take this little clip off there that holds the cable on. See, we could have snipped this wire down there, but doing it this way, we're going to get all of it, so that'll be lovely jubbly. Just pull that out. Pull that out. Another couple of screws. Oh, see what I mean? It's getting windy up here. Put that down there for a minute. A couple more screws in here. I don't think there's no chance of that coming out. That's well seized in there. Yeah. Right, we're just going to snip them there. New ones. Spot on. Lovely. And then that frees up that. I will get that off, but I won't show you messing about with that. Get rid of that. Put that there a minute. Sit that right up there. That's right up there. You can do a snobby plug suit with that. So yeah, I cut them wires right up there. There's one there. Just stick that there. Now we've got a nice, can pull that, they come in handy, they do. Now we've got a nice flex there. So we will put that there, out the way. A nice cable there. And that's a nice size motor, that. And if you can see in there. Some nice copper in there. That's proper copper. And that Chinesium. So we'll have to put that to one side and we'll come back to that. I'll try and get a few bits together and then we'll do another video on breaking them down. So I mean, that's that. So all that big machine, all that plastic, we got that. Nice bit of core cable and one motor. Handle there, I don't know, that might come in handy for something, that. You just put that in something, pull it through something, you've got a nice handle there. Get a pair, I can have a pair of pull-ups. Right, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to get the strimmer in. So let's just grab that. Right, so we've got the strimmer in. As I say, it's quite windy out here, so there might be a bit of wind interference, but if there is, you'll just have to bear with me on that, I'm afraid, sorry. Right then, so we've got another, I didn't want to really unwind that cable off of there, but I might have to. I'm not going to get that spinning. Oh dear. Right, so that's all that cable off. I'll undo this handle, another handle. So. Another one of them. What we've got there then, 3 Phillips. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure what the lady was on about when she said the safety switches broke off, because the switch is actually there, and I'm not sure what she meant by that, because everything's there, nothing's broke off, so who knows. Right then, so the cables obviously thread down that tube. Switch is a bit sticky, maybe that's what she meant. I'm not interested anyway, we're taking it apart with a bit of rubbish. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's got the swivel heads as well that you can cut in the edges in. But 1, 2, look at that one, yeah. 3 and 6, 4, 5, 6, and that should reveal that, which it does. Thought I dropped a screw there, obviously not. There we go, that can go in there. There's my little snips. Snip that off down there. Snip that off there. And then we can pull that cable out of the tube. Just put that there for the minute. Drop that cable. Screw in there. Little roller. What else I held in there? Pushed in, is it? Another bit of scrap. So we've got another little motor here with a winding head. Quite a bit of line. You can see that ain't been used for a while. That white line's getting all powdery and white. Probably all thin and all that. Won't last. I'm not bothered about that anyway. So we will. This is quite an old strimmer, this one, so I presume this is going to be proper copper. Yeah. There's another load of copper in that. So that's 2 nice little motors we got out of that. And so we'll just snip this side off. Nice and sharp then. And then we've got another big reel here now, wound up. So I'll put that there. We'll have a nice little bit of cable. Leave that switch on there so we don't lose that. So yeah, bit of rubbish. Let's take a look at what we got out of all that. Well, as you can see, we've got quite a bit of plastic waste there to get rid of. I've got that metal bar down there, I'll keep that. Recycle that, but the plastics will go in the plastic recycling. Get rid of that, it's no good for me. And on the table, through there, we've got a nice amount of cable there and a couple of nice little motors. So yeah, that's a nice little haul we got there, and we'll get them put in the box that I've got with the other cable, and we'll do another stripping cable in the near future. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Clears them two big machines out of the way, turn it into something more manageable and takes up less space, so that's what we want. So we're going to leave that there for this little scrapping out video, and that's fantastic. That's 25 quid that cost, and it's heated up in here lovely, because we got a hot tub in there, and in the when it's cold in there, that just unhooks, and there's a bracket on the inside in the wall, so we put that on. When we get out of there, it's nice and warm then, so it's lovely. For 25 quid you can't complain at that. So yeah, so thanks a lot again AD and Mick and Stacey for the little gifts. There'll be a link in the description below for Retro Restore and Mick's mowers. I'll check if AD's got a channel, but I don't think he has a channel. I think he's just a viewer, so yeah, there'll be links in the descriptions anyway for them. And we're going to leave it here now, so until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you.